Aha! So welcome back to another Lost Cub game with our buddy Anton in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I believe that we begin with Anton waking up at home. How late you sleeping in, buddy? What's the dealie?
I'll actually probably won't sleep in that late, to be honest. I'll actually probably get up about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. If I can. I'll probably, since I already got fucking woken up already, I'll try and probably wake up again.
I mean, you do have fancy modern conveniences like alarm clocks.
Yeah, so after wakes up, he'll try to get another 3 hours sleep. So about 8, depending on the time she woke me up at.
Oh, it was the middle of the goddamn night. It was some unholy hour. And let's face it, you may remember that it was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, then he'll try to get back up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not the most graceful of waking up though. Like, do you know what I mean?
Thankfully, when your middle of the night shenanigans mostly just involved Suzanne first calling so that the ringing would wake you up, and then finally FaceTiming, looking bedraggled, and just passing off the phone and being like, Heidi wants to talk to you, and just flopping over. Hilariously, like as you're watching through the FaceTime, you see her just flop on the other side of Heidi's bed. She doesn't seem to give a fuck right then. And sleepy, kind of shaky Heidi doesn't stay up long. She seems to be mostly disarmed, but just chatters very sleepily at you. Just little bits, likes hearing your voice, and finally, she trails back off to sleep.
Yeah.
With only so much convincing, but enough that you're just like, why, God?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, he doesn't last long, really. if he's perfectly honest.
Oh, neither of you do.
So once he wakes up, he'll roll out of the bed, grumbly. throw on his clothes, grumbly. Ugh. Come down the stairs, pet Bubba. Ugh. We'll probably poke his head in to check on Le Mom and see if the sister has gone to school.
Yep, both of your siblings are packaged off. Probably actually only just getting packaged off, a little bit before you're up. You may well, as you're starting to kind of stir and be like, what is life? Hear them heading out.
Mm-hmm. He'll grumble downstairs to his mom, eat, grumbling. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's usual. That kind of breakfast. That kind of breakfast. You're just lying there in front of the cereal, like, why?
You're just going, I put this in my mouth. Meh. Yeah, your mom seems pretty amused, but then again, your mom has had to be a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and has by necessity become something of a morning person. So,
yes.
But yeah, she'll make sure you get something in your face and are at least decently awake. Put some coffee out there that's strong enough that it might beat you at arm wrestling. But we'll make sure that you have started your fucking day before you head out.
Mm-hmm. And once this begins to happen, Anton will wearily climb in his truck, flicking out the phone, seeing who's messaged him first, because it's always important.
Yeah. I mean, it's early morning. Between last night and this morning, you haven't really gotten anything except for the initial, text or two from Suzanne. Obviously, are you even awake? Well, tough shit, I'm calling you. And, the missed call from where you bumbled awake, going like, blah, knocked your phone off the table. And then we're able to answer the FaceTime, but nothing since that.
Okay. That's fine. Then he kind of tubs the phone grumbly back in his pocket, like, blah, 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 blah. And he'll just drive out to the Le Mansion and do, as per Blue Book, the 2 hours work to kind of spry himself up a bit.
Oh yeah, nothing to get you moving in the morning like construction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you do. You go and you actually do a pretty admirable job. You're making really good progress, actually, if nothing else, because you really get in there and you focus on it. So you will be a properly dirty, sweaty mess as you leave.
Yes. And as the dirty, sweaty mess that he is, we'll drive down to the watering hole.
You do so. It's the drive to a place. There's a hole full of water.
He will climb out. Take time to cross over into La Umbra.
Yup.
And then the second he sees the warbirds, he dives into the water for a split second because, oh, sweet cold water on my sweaty body. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and they make fun of you and splash you a great deal and make a big ordeal of it. But as playful and loud about it as they are, you actually do end up coming out a lot cleaner than you went in.
Mm-hmm. And then he will look at the water spirits, and will kneel down in front of him at the kind of the base of the water. Well, I'm here to help you with the favor I owe.
Yes.
Grin, because they know him and the water spirits have had a pretty good relationship.
Uh-huh.
So, what's the plan?
Well, you have to clean the cave so we can be a well.
Clean it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With what?
It proceeds to pick up its little watery hands, do a very cliche legger type gesture.
Okay, and how many things are in there?
Yes.
Okay. Now you do realize I'm just one.
Yes.
Okay. So I trust that I'm going to have you give me some sort of a hand?
They kind of are blooping around in the water, jumping around like little animate puddles, plopping out, splashing back in. One of them, again, kind of pops up right at the ledge. Well, you don't have to do it all at once. You just have to clean it.
Okay.
Besides, we can't just go over there one and two at a time. They'll eat us.
How many of them are there?
Like pokes its little, the little like innocent poke two fingers together thing. They're bigger than us.
How many of them? I seem to be avoiding that question a lot.
If you go all the way, lots.
I have to go all... You want me to go all the way, though, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Rubs his head wearily like, oh boy. Oh boy. And what are they exactly?
They're beans.
Okay. What type of bane? Is there any
Bad
type of
kind.
bane? He just throws up his hands like, right? Okay. I'll go check it out.
They keep coming in and trying to get to the well.
Okay. Okay. I'll go check it out then.
And they all start blooping around.
Boop, doop, doop, boop.
Yeah, just generally being happy.
Okay, well, I will take time to cross back over into the DeLorean, and I'll hop in the Jeep, and I'll cruise down to the place where I was before the big fight area.
This beautiful, scenic,
Drive.
completely fucked
Mine.
situation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. There. That's...
Yeah, how
That's homey.
waterlogged is it? How waterlogged is that place after last time?
I mean, it's been, what, a day or two?
Yeah.
It's mostly dried out. Obviously, that one building has completely toppled over and it's just a wreck. It's just a pile of wreckage. It, of course, took out part of the sluice. Um, there's a lot of water damage, but it's not like there's a lot of places that water's going to gather or stay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's drying out, but it's no worse than it would look like after if it had rained a couple days ago. Like, yeah, there was a lot more volume, but
Oh yeah.
in the end, it all kind of rolled downhill. So,
Yeah, and that building that they all were in is, I'm assuming, completely fucking devastated.
oh yeah, that one building there in the center has essentially toppled over that cliff edge and been reduced to a pile of rubble. It's just a bunch of broken wood, really. There's some places where there's like you can see like part of the wall is clinging to life, but like it's not even remotely a building anymore. It's just fractured remains.
I can still kind of see through it and all that. I'm assuming, right?
Oh, if you want to clamber up to actually look down over it or something, yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, that little bit of paranoia creeping in because I don't trust you, spider thing.
I mean, you shouldn't.
No, he'll look down and examine it thoroughly. Like, won't get down there in the grime, but examine it just out of sheer like paranoia sake.
I mean, it is a pile of rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Would you like to do any rolls, Mr. Buddy Pal
Probably
Friend?
bit of a maybe investigation. See if
Yeah,
I
a little
can
investigation.
a little bit of that.
Just a
That's
little scooch. A little
That's
bit.
cool.
Yeah. God, we're both too raspy for this.
Uh, two successes.
That is. Oh, they're really good successes too. So that will be enough that as you're wandering on that ledge where it used to be, it's a mighty nice clear space to walk now. Except there's a little bit of stuff that got pulled down at the back, but it's just displays of boards like don't step on any rusty nails, but otherwise not especially threatening. But you're looking and you get you walk a little this way and oh, what's that there? And walk a little further and man, that's a corpse.
Whose corpse? Which one exactly now is it?
I mean, you'd probably have to do some digging. It's in there. But yeah, you see like a limb or two.
He's definitely not going down the. I'm gonna pick up a stone off the ground and I'm gonna huck it right at the corpse to see does it move.
Oh my god, roll to throw it just because I want to see if you actually hit it or not. It is half like this body essentially has cover, but I'm not gonna do that. Just get some successes there. Okay, yeah, you even got a 9 in there. Yeah, you pick up a rock and hurl it, and it bounces off the hand that's kind of splayed out to one side. There's kind of a nasty kind of thudding noise as it makes impact. There's no movement.
He makes it, the jujitsu like, whoa, you know what I mean? Waiting just in case, you know what I mean? Like hyper paranoia. But no, it doesn't. Once it doesn't move, he kind of relaxes out of that defensive, posture.
Mm-hmm.
Just nods to himself like, yeah, that's right, bitch. Does the like tough guy like what? You know what I mean? All the way up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a couple crows and whatnot that have been actually. There's even there's probably actually a buzzard or two, chilling up there. And of course, as you throw the rock, they're like, "Well, fuck this," and kind of lazily flap off, looking agitated. But
Okay, so to loom over my dead kill prize is not why I'm here. So what Anton will do is, I'm assuming it's been raining heavily, so I'm assuming there is an abundance of puddles here.
there are puddles around, yeah. You could find one without a lot of effort.
I love it. Do a little peeky peek across the gauntlet there, Katie.
A little sneaky peek.
Meath.
A little looky loo.
Meath.
Let you do that.
I don't want my differs, but that's at least one.
Oh yeah, you've got enough successes. You get a good sneak peek. Well, considering the nature of everything that you called in, as far as like the kind of cleansing that went hand in hand with the torrent that shot out of the fucking cavern. There's nothing terrible around here. There's still kind of the impression in more distant places of like up on the cliffside and whatnot of not spider webbing, but like kind of that cobwebby sort of impression. So yeah, kind of worn, broken, dangling bits of web. Um from where you're standing, yeah, it's very similar to when you step over at the diving well. It's a little more vibrant. You're seeing life in the trees that wasn't there before. You're seeing some wildlife around that isn't spirit format, but excuse me. Taking a look around, there is not terribly much. Let me roll it quick. Just to see. Let's see if you get something super lucky. Nope. Okay. But yeah, just kind of standard shit from your limited experience.
Okay. Well, the first thing he'll do is he'll take the time to cross the gauntlet because he's the hunting Banes, and Banes are usually in the Umbra. So yeah.
Nope, Boogeyman's over that side.
Yeah, sadly. But I'll take the time to cross over.
Okay.
And the first thing he'll do before he sugars down to that sexy lupus form, I'll roll to activate the blur. I get 3 successes.
Dope boy.
And then he'll sugar down to lupus.
No, sugar.
Yes.
Okay.
I am now a lupus.
You are. You are a majestic doggo.
Mm-hmm.
The most majestic.
Yeah, I got 3 on the blur, so it's like +3 diff to see my ass.
To see your ass?
Yes.
That seems inappropriate.
But yeah, what he'll start doing then in lupus with that better, grip and stuff like that, begin to pad his way up to where the cave would be, umbral side.
Ooh. I ruined everything. Hold on a second. Let's shove that little dude in there. All right. So sorry, you are going in?
Yeah, in lupus now, with 3 successes on blur, so I'm a bit more, blending into the shadows and all that.
Well, here is the one downside, Mr. Buddy Pal Friend. Actually, I remember. I don't think you fucked with it the last time you were there.
No.
Because there's this thing in your way.
Even in the Umbra?
Oh, that's right. You're in the Umbra. Never mind. I lied. It's not there. Fuck my cow.
I was about to say, there's a lock gate in the Umbra? What?
Yes. No. No.
Yeah. I went the Umbral side.
I guess. God. Right on my fun. Okay. Yes. So instead of your more short up, like standardized mining shafts and whatnot, you're getting stuff more like this. It's just fucking creepy ass tunnels.
More natural caves, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll pad his way through quietly as he can, taking in the sounds and the smells and the sights.
Oh, it's quite a sight. Ooh.
Yes.
All right. So you will be tromping along. The downside is that as you get down in there, and I will note, I'm going to make the broad ST statement. Don't feel as though you have to do the whole thing right now. But the downside is, as you get in there, unlike this beautiful photograph, you do not have a headlamp or a flashlight or anything of the sort. So you start tromping in, and it's one of those things where you start kind of heading down the tunnel, and you realize, even with, like, especially with the lupine senses, you're able to see and hear and smell and perceive much more clearly than you could in Hamid by a long shot. But there's still going to come a point where even in Lupus, like this, like you're walking forward and it gets uncomfortably dark. Like, to the point, not that you can't navigate, you would have to do so very carefully because you can't see where you're going. But it's one of those things where, like, wow, I could be standing next to anything as I do this. Just because I know his paranoia levels are high enough for this to be a consideration.
Okay. That's fine. Oh god, that's a good thing. With my, it's a good thing I have fucking activated blur, but yeah, that's an unsettling fucking feeling, you know?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
you can keep going carefully.
Yeah, he'll probably,
But
yeah.
it's very, very unnerving.
There's will be a lot more extra creepiness. It's like, these are the most gentlest of pat-pats. So if you need me to roll stealth, I shall.
Most gentlest of pity pats. That's probably a good plan. I'm trying to remember. Did you used the whistle, didn't you, or did you not?
I did, yeah. That's why I couldn't see through the car, because of the music, and it was like blinding me.
Oh, that's right. You did use the whistle.
I don't know if I have no idea if it's a one-time deal or not.
I mean, the whistle hasn't collapsed into dust or anything.
Well, I will use my pat-pats a bit, so I'm a bit more quieter as I'm moving, and then I'll activate my whistle because it was on my person.
It was on your person. I will let you transition shapes without blowing your blur, because if there's anything we have determined so far with Anton, it's that, oh boy, he will take his sweet ass time if he has to. So you're stricken with an epiphany, and you make your shift over to Hamid so that you have a pocket that you can reach into. And you pull out this whistle, like you pat it, and yeah, sure enough, that fucker's still in there. It hasn't just crumpled into a million pieces or anything. But not knowing what's going to happen, sure, you pull it out, and in the Umbra, you give a blast on it. And again, it's kind of like blowing a dog whistle. There's no sound per se, at least not initially. But after a bit of a pause, and the moments tick by, and it's just long enough for you to be like, well, fuck me. But after a bit of a pause, there will be kind of that leathery lapping noise.
So, Lord.
Why you gotta be so rude? But yeah, again, it's pitch fucking black at this point, unless you've backed out some, so you won't necessarily see, but you'll certainly hear. That shrill little voice, just kind of going, you already used it.
I did, but there are still things here that need to be cleaned.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to need your help.
There is an eerie bit of silence for a hot couple moments, as Katie fights with her mouse. What the hell? Come on now. Plus. What is my life? Pardon a second, I am fighting with my computer. Let's see if you can do this the simple way. That would be lovely. Here we go. All right. Sorry, I was getting my shit in order for you. There will be a long, kind of almost obnoxiously long silence. When this place is clean
Yes.
and these lands are safe, you will make a place for my children to be safe during the day. You will find a place and it will be reserved for them.
Not in the dark. That's perfectly reasonable.
And there's another pause. And then, God damn it. Sorry, give me 1 second. My mouse is doing some crazy shit. It's driving me fucking batty because I can't swap anything. Okay, my mouse is now being a mouse again, as it should be. But yeah, sorry. The bat seems fairly content. And he finally gives this horrible kind of splitting shrieking noise. It's a brief blast. And then as it flutters to get the fuck out, because it knows what's kind of shit you're about to get up to, you will be able to, with the fluttering of its wings, kind of make it out. Even in the pitch black, you get the impression of its little shape moving with every little flutter. As it again grants you the gift, Ears of the Bat.
Yay! So yeah, with my new amazing sight and ears, and I'll transition back down to Lupus
Mm-hmm.
and begin traversing my way, even still taking the most careful of pitter paths.
Yep. The only downside is that the small amount of noise that you're making means that you're having a little bit of a harder time. Like, you can still detect things.
Mm-hmm.
It's you kind of have to get your bearing. It's kind of like trying to focus your eyes almost, but it's one of those things where you know for a fact at this point, trial and error, that the more noise there is, the more clearly you will quote see.
Yes.
But yes, you begin your pitter pats.
So I'll make my dex stealth roll.
Yes.
2.
2, but your blur was what? 3?
Yep, 3. So it's like diff 9.
Mm-hmm. Let me pull up a new little notepad. All right, so you are able to begin traversing this situation
Yes.
down into the tunnel.
Yes.
Now it will contrary to photo evidence, it will bend and it will sway and it will trail right, it will trail left. There are many points where bits will branch off, even up and down. There's a couple times that you find yourself having to very carefully skitter around a downward facing tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But the deeper you get, especially, like, again, you feel like you're going right into the fucking heart of the mountain. It's ridiculous. But the deeper you get, the more you will begin to pick up little noises. It'll be one of those things where you're passing a tunnel and there's a bit of noise down it, a rustle or a shuffle, and that the mouth of that particular little byway will kind of resolve into higher detail. It'll kind of stand out.
Mm-hmm. And what do I kind of see with that as well? Like, is it like specifically like the shape, or is it just like the sound kind of amplifies?
It's the sound is basically making it easier to. It's making it so that it's like, obviously the thing is this way. It's almost like a thing lights up saying monster here, because every time they make a bit of noise, the direction it's coming from is kind of, it goes high def.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And from the amount of sounds I've gone on, how much have I heard?
It depends on how deep you continue after you start hearing them, really.
I hear them, and then I push a bit further.
You skate very closely past a couple of tunnel mouths, and you know there's something down them, but it's not right close to the mouth of it. You'll probably hear what doesn't sound like large things per se. Not initially. Though as you skitter past, and kind of carefully pick your way through a couple, there will eventually be a much deeper kind of creaking noise almost. Like you can hear the stone splitting.
Mm-hmm.
And you only hear that once, and it echoes at a distance. In fact, the echo causes it to kind of light up all of the tunnels around you into fairly high definition, where you can see even smaller little, almost like, I'm trying to say, like, if you've ever looked at an anthill and you've seen like the little tunnels and how they'll have main thoroughfares and then thinner little ones that go up and around, you'll even start being able to pick out those as that echo reverberates through the whole place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Kind of startles him a bit, but again, keeps quiet. What he's mainly trying to do is scout essentially for now and see what he sees, and so he's going to keep moving.
Yeah, for the most part, you're not actually physically seeing much in the main tunnel. Let's see how far you get before you do encounter something flat out. You actually get really far.
Oh, damn.
So you are able actually to carefully slip around, sneak around, skirt around, and yeah, you get to a point where even this thin tunnel actually opens into a larger one. And it's probably there, as you're kind of perched at the lip of it, that you hear more immediate sounds, more immediate little noises that are, it's one of those like, you are about to have an imminent encounter, albeit, thankfully, you are very sneaky.
Yes.
Let me actually use this one. Shit. Fuck. Boop.
Oh, ho, ho.
They're charming.
Oh, hey. Oh, Jesus, that's... Whew. Sounds settling.
It's lovely.
Okay, how many of them do I see then?
We'll say initially you see a group of Let's do it. This 3 of them.
Okay.
These guys are about, in theory, they would be about the quote size of a normal human being, like a normal adult. They are, however, very gangly. They don't have kind of the mass a normal human body has. They're
Yep.
very exaggerated, very slender, unnaturally so, to the point where it's like there should be more ribs there. That's not even a whole rib cage. You need to do something about that emaciated look you've got going. Put on some weight. But yeah, these guys are kind of snuffling around, squabbling with each other.
He is not going to do anything. He's going to watch them and study.
So what you will see, at least initially, especially if you are unmoving for the moment, is you'll see, maybe you pick up on them because they're kind of scuffling a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of hard to tell why. They don't have any particular thing they're trying to get a hold of at the moment. But it almost looks like it's a little dominance bout type thing. The 3 of them kind of tangle around. One of them finally is able to cow the other 2 by making just the most beautiful snarly face. Look at that snarly face. And once they settle their imminent shit, they all, much at the same time, orient in the same direction and begin picking their way, for the most part, along the cave floor. Albeit, one of them is kind of creeping up on the edge, and it's definitely, they're not running on 2 legs. They're kind of skittering around like creepy little assholes on all 4s.
Okay. And they're all going in the same direction, you said?
Mhm.
Right. Do I hear anything that orients them to that direction? Like, is there any type of signal, like call or noise or anything like that which signals them to go in that direction?
Give me perception alertness.
Okay. I have
And
no
then-
idea what my diff is.
I mean, you're in Lupus, and you have Ears of the Bat active. So, considering that this is a sound, you pause. You've been quiet, and they've been scuffling, but now that they're kind of slinking along, and you hear the little pitter pats, kind of squelchy noises, you'll realize that it's been kind of ambient, and it's been so slow because the sound has only been going up in volume as you got closer to this massive tunnel. There's a little bit of a sound of like dripping water.
Okay. He will proceed to follow very carefully, keeping a good distance away.
All right, let's give these guys a cursory chance at you. Catching on. They still need,
2 at diff 9.
I think, they need to beat it,
3.
so they need 3
Yeah.
at diff 9.
Yes.
So we'll give them a standard little pull here. Nada.
Cool.
They are blissfully unaware, and they continue to kind of slink along. With the one moving ahead of the other 2. The other 2 kind of keep to his heels.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's established elements, established rank.
Mhm.
Cool. I keep it going. I keep a distance. So if they suddenly turn around, I'm not right up there. I'm at a distance,
Mhm.
pacing behind.
All right. You start following these guys down that large main tunnel. It's about the height of 2 stories in a building. That's about how high up your ceiling is. As
Mhm.
opposed to the much smaller tunnels that you could have probably walked through, some of them even at a crouch in Hamid. This is much bigger. And honestly, as you go, it's only getting bigger. It's opening into a proper cavern of some sort. But yeah, you pick along after these guys. Roll me another perception alertness. All right.
Yeah, if it's hearing based, I think that's 3.
Yeah. So as you're going along, you're moving along, you're following them, you're being careful, you're keeping an eye, technically keeping an ear. But as you're going, and especially as this thing opens up, from the corner of your eye, you will again see from another similar tunnel to the one that you came out of, more things slinking, more things moving.
Same
Heading slowly in the same direction.
same things as before as these, or different?
Um, do, do, do. We'll say more of these little guys.
Okay, so how many exactly?
Uh, it'll be another one slinks out at one point. Are you going to react to that one in particular, or just keep an eye on it?
He keeps an eye on it. What he'll do is he'll adjust it, so he'll adjust to the point where it slinks out, and he's going to make sure that it links up to the others, but never notices him.
Yep. And I will give him a cursory check since he's joining the situation. Nope, not enough. No, he gets distracted by the other 3, at least briefly, though he seems to prefer to stick to the wall, and for the moment is remaining separate from the other group. And you will see a similar thing happen again. And those 2 seem to be okay, though they kind of eyeball each other back and forth.
Yep, that's
And
fine.
do a little bit of the territorial, like, pull back that creepy skin around their mouth to the point where almost their entire lower jaw is like bared teeth.
That's cool. That means they're separate packs in his head. That's fine. Yep, keeps nice and quiet. No need to rush things. No need to break stealth either, as he keeps pacing along.
Yep, and you will see that, much as before, regardless of what they think of each other, they're all picking their way in the same direction. And will you continue to just quietly follow?
Quietly follow, again, keeping a good distance. So if I have to turn and buck, they do have to gain some ground on me. You know, it's that type of thing.
All right. So you continue to follow, and finally that dripping is getting louder and louder. And it's less of an echo down a hallway and more of an echo in a room. And the cave has opened pretty dramatically. But what you will realize they're approaching, and again, it's not proper vision per se, technically, but you will still see that there is a pool of water in this massive cavern, and there is a point above where there is an opening that this water is dripping from, where you get the impression it's almost like an opening to a higher level, where there's another floor or something, because water is periodically kind of sloshing over the edge and dribbling down into this large pool.
Okay.
You can't necessarily get a sense of depth, but as the droplets hit the water and it ripples out, you're getting an impression of there being a pretty broad pool there.
Okay. The first thing I do, looking at the pool, what is their behavior towards it? Are they going right at it?
They are picking their way carefully towards it. They're definitely interested in it, as opposed to anything else in there.
So keeping, again, not taking a step too far in, I'm going to stay exactly where I am. I'm going to roll Sense Swarm right on the pool.
You do successfully roll.
Yes.
And no, the pool itself is actually very, very clean. Ooh, he died. He exploded.
There we go. Google gave me an error thing.
Okay.
I just heard the no before the sense worm thing, so I didn't hear all of that.
Oh, yeah. So you successfully ping your sense worm. And these guys, of course,
worm.
Yeah, are wormish as fuck. The pool is very, very clean. In fact, I will give you a perception alertness, even though you're at a distance, because yours are the bad. It's all in the same chamber.
Okay.
That is enough.
Yes.
And you will realize, especially as these things start creeping almost cautiously closer, almost aggressively closer, you'll hear some familiar little swish splashes.
Oh shit. Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
and you hear the familiar again. It sounds like burbling water. It sounds like little bits of bubbles or little splashes, but those little guys are talking, probably amongst themselves.
Yep. Oh fuck. Okay. These things are just creeping closer like a bunch of fucking predators, right?
Yep, you've got 3 on one side and 2 that are giving each other some space, kind of coming around. They split off a little bit, not like an actual arranged pincer attack. They're not going for opposite sides. They just kind of split a little bit, kind of give each other space. But yeah, it's a predatory kind of creep. You see them drop into that slink of I'm gonna get it.
Okay, so keeping at my distance, I will spend the rage to go to Hispo, so I'm bigger. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I will
And
let you
I'm a
do this silently.
And I'm a creep on one of them by the wall. That's my first one because I have a plan.
Are you going for the set of 3 that is going off to the left, or are you going for the 2 singles that are going off on the right?
Which are going for the war spirits directly.
All of them are kind of approaching. The set of 3 is more confident.
Set of 3. And I'm going to try and... I'm not going to be fast about this. I'm not going to break my cover. I'm going to get closer and I'm gunning straight for that alpha.
All right. I will let you do that, especially if you're taking your time, because these guys, you're being careful not to make noise. These guys, however, are they're very focused, and they seem to be, for some reason or another, kind of tentative. You'll see these guys. You'll see about 3 of them in the water, puttering around, but they kind of swell themselves up a little bit. There is some threat display going back and forth between both groups.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a size up taking place and a slow, careful, predatory approach. Like, I'm gonna get it, but maybe I'm gonna get it. Maybe I'll make them get it. But yeah, you have enough time to work your way carefully around that set of 3, and yeah, you can orient on the one that has taken the lead a bit.
Mm-hmm. So what Anton's going to do? He's going to wait till it gets the closest. Wait till when a predator and a prey, like a supposed prey, they kind of square up a bit.
Yeah, when they actually pause and make that eye
Yeah.
contact and everyone freezes.
Yep. I'm going to wait precisely that moment, and the second it makes any type of budge, I'm going to hit.
All right, you will get a rear attack, and you will get your ambush dice.
Okay. Do you want me to roll Dex Stealth or keep the roll that I had?
Do you want to do a fresh roll and have it countered
fresh
again?
Roll. Yeah, fuck it, fresh
Okay.
roll, more high risk, high reward, fuck it. And plus I've got a high diff as well, so.
Okay.
And I get another 2, yeah. Actually, no, if I'm rear attacking,
It's 3.
I think I did 3.
Okay, so we're still at 3. Give him his little... You are harder to detect, but he does have 2.
Yes. So I get an extra 1 then.
Yep.
So my brawl, and plus I'm rear attacking, this is going to be brutal.
Yep. So rear attack, bite, and hispo is just fucking brutal. You will get an ambush round, flat out.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm. Do it. Do it to it.
I've upgraded as well. Let me check my form stats because I know I upped my strength recently. Oh yeah, That's pretty sexy. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. You slam into this thing from behind, and I assume you're using a bite attack.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, actually, 1, 2, because bite is diff 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because bite is normally diff 5 and you're rear attacking. That means those 3s count too.
Oh Jesus. So 1. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God.
That's 11.
Okay. Okay. I will roll my
wait.
damage.
Yep.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay.
Do it. Do it to it.
Oh. Strength and Hispo is 6 plus. What's the bite for Hispo bites again? Is it +2?
I believe yes.
Okay. So that's 8. Then plus. Oh Jesus.
Plus 10.
Ooh, this is gonna be dirty.
Oh, it is going to be dirty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy.
Dirty.
So you launch out of nowhere onto the one in the lead, and you have such a size advantage on top of everything else that I'm going to say with that much damage, you literally just like pounce on top, biting down into the main like body, and it just, you feel it crunch and crumple inward, and you dispatch the thing in one go.
Now, what I'm going to do next, this is very important. I'm assuming all the beasts lock on me, right?
Well, particularly the 2 that are now to either side of you.
I push the thing right down into the ground. And may I make an intimidation check?
You may absolutely make an intimidation check.
Can I spend willpower?
You may spend willpower.
Oh, thank the Lord God. So this is charisma intimidation. Oh boy. Does my pure breed come into play with this? Or no?
No. Do you have any spirit heritage?
No.
I don't think so. Okay, so no. Pure breed is not a thing with spirits, sadly.
That's a good thing I did only one success. Fuck you, Discord, after that roll. But one. I still get 1.
That's still 1, and it's still an impressive display. I actually did lower the diff significantly since you one-shotted their little group leader. But let's give them 2 of them each a roll.
Just up their willpower high. Diff for the willpower high, it's fine.
Let me make sure I'm not crazy real fast. Willpower is their dex and stam. Okay. Tabs everywhere. Tabs as far as the eye can see. So put that about there. Boop for 1. Boop for the other. So one of them immediately says, fuck this. And he doesn't completely flee the cavern, but he scrambles. He scrambles the fuck away from you. The other one, however, is feeling his oats, apparently, and turns and affixes you with that nasty snarl. By the way, will you be spending rage?
Yeah.
Okay, we should probably roll initiative.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill the fuck out of that fucking thing. D10. Yeah. Dex is +2 in Hispo. Yes, it's +2 in Hispo. Yeah, +2. That's an 8.
You are first.
I'm gonna blow the rage.
And my main action, I'm gonna big old bad bite. Rear. I'm a big old bad bow. I'm biting, thank God. So that's 2 successes. Oh, otherwise that would have been sad. So it's 6 strength in Hispo, +2 for the bite, and then +1 for the old. So it's 10. 1, 2, 3.
All right. These guys are a bit sturdy. He sucks too.
Rare.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna snap back at you. So when he finally picks up his hand, you'll see they have those like eerily elongated fingers for gripping.
Okay.
And yeah, he gonna take a slash at you. Gonna get you real good.
Do it. Come on, do it.
Where is? Give me one moment. Now I have this somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. That is hilarious, but not what I was looking for. Oh, time to bullshit it. So, I will use that as his attack stat. Yeah. Would you like to do any dodging or any of that shenanigans?
Nah, hit me.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, please soak.
I took 3. I took 2. So I take a bit of the bump.
Yeah, you did too.
Gain a rage, and I will bite him again.
You do has a rage action. Get him. Get him real
Rare.
good.
Oh, Jesus, Discord. That's 1. That's enough.
That's still one success. That's enough to apply damage.
Yep. This is 8. Yeah, it's 8 with 2 from his bite. 2. Oh, Discord. 2.
I think Discord just knows when someone's STing. Yeah, it obviously does. That one he takes a little better.
Okay. Might go again. I blow a rage. Keep swinging. Fighting, I mean.
Get him.
Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Neat.
12. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Boom.
He soaks 2, so he takes 4.
He was on 2 already.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on 6.
He's looking pretty harsh for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
He is more than half gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you get him with a really good snap. And let's see. Oh, we'll go with the standard attack. Fuck it. Yeah, he lets out a heinous little screech. The others are kind of screeching back, but none of them like him that much, apparently.
They're all like, yeah, fuck you, Jimmy.
Yeah. Fuck you, Joe Bob. Joe Bob, Billy, I don't know.
Coral.
All right, he makes a slushy.
I know what one success is like. Yeah, fuck it. I'll chance a dodge.
Okay.
My Lex is 2. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, handily
Boom.
dodged.
And
For what it's worth,
guess
you hear
what?
like little bubbly cheering from the pool.
Cool. Is my go again because I spent
Mm-hmm.
my rage action. But I got higher initiative, so I'll blow a rage again, and I go Sugity Sudi. I'm coming for the booty.
You are coming for the booty. That's 3.
2.
Or no, that is 2. I'm sorry. I keep
2,
forgetting it's not
that's
div
2.
4. We do
Yeah, it's
not
not
have
div
good at
4.
white mouse.
No, sadly, sad face. 9. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's gonna try to live. He's reasonably good at living.
There's still
That's one
one.
more.
Must be fucked
He's looking
up, though.
rough. Yeah. He's barely
Okay.
hanging on. It looks like he's doing it out of spite. There are bite marks. You got one really nasty crunch on him. And spirits being what they are, it hasn't technically disabled him from moving, even though, like, looking at him objectively, it probably should. That is a part of his body that's missing. That's like a hunk of his shoulder gone. I'm not
Okay.
sure how that arm works.
Let's do this.
Was that your normal
Um,
action?
That was my main. Yep.
Okay, that means that is him. He's gonna make one more try. He's going for the gold. Go and get it.
Gets
Right.
1.
Are you gonna dodge?
Go on, hit me. Let's do this. But watch as he kills me. No, my luck.
Hilariously, probably not. Because he gets no rollover. So, you ready for this attack pool with no rollover? Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
It's intense.
I'm ready.
So 2.
Boom. Do.
Soaked.
Beautiful. That is 2.
Yup. Did you spend rage again?
Yeah, I spent one
Okay.
rage.
What I thought.
That's the same dice roll again. 9.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4. Come on, little boy. You can do it. Oh, God.
Watch. Yeah, no, you fucking jinxed it there. Okay.
He did it. It's okay. You've still got your
Okay.
main action.
Yep. Spend another rage.
Yeah. It's ironic because they're like that little happy slap you got was nothing. They're not strong, but man, they must be able to fucking fall off a ceiling and get back up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good thing all those 5s. Jesus.
1,
2,
2,
3. 3.
Yep.
He really wants to live, apparently. At this point, he's about done with your shit and about done with everyone else's shit. Because that motherfucker.
Yep.
Like Joey, the other Bane, has ditched him. And he gives this he actually will spend his turn of all things out of spite will haul himself up and kind of give what you imagine is meant to be a commanding shriek. It kind of makes you go cross-eyed for a second because of the ears of the bat, but he gives a pretty loud shrieking noise. He in fact will spend his turn doing so. And we'll try to rally his fellow fuckers.
I aim.
Oh boy.
I hit with 1 because it still would be div 7.
Okay. I assume you're going for like a headshot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Do it. Take that extra damage.
So it's +8 and it's 8 dice originally just from the bite alone, and then it's how much for a headshot again?
I want to say it's +2 diff, +2 damage.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So
1,
2, 3, 4.
Straight to the skull.
Pondering. All right for the skull, right for the brain pan. He did.
So as he does this big command and like, "Rah, rah, rah," bam. Because it's literally like he took his eye off Anton for a split second. And that's all he needed, just boom. Right up to the jaw, right up into the eye, and just bites, which essentially rips half the face away.
Yeah, you do. And this thing, for what it's worth, there are 2 under you now. And it has gone from cheering to these little guys are these little water elementals, little gafflings are doing their shit. And with you kind of getting yourself a space, have surged over to that side of the pool and done so with force enough to slosh water up out of it towards these bodies that are beginning to kind of dissipate. And instead of them, like, initially they were kind of melting down, breaking down, kind of oozing in a nasty black way. As the pool is sloshed out over them, there's no oily residue left behind. It's like it just washes it away. They begin to instead fizzle into mist.
While the water's coming out, I'm going to try rolling it to heal some of the damage I got.
You know what? I'll give you that. What's your rage right now?
I think 1.
All right. Let's see if you can kind of get some incidental heals, because that's actually pretty cool as an idea goes. Yeah, I'll say you get 2 back.
Yeah, which is full health again.
Yeah.
2.
You're smart enough to roll around as they're sloshing like this imbued water up, and yeah, you're soggy now, but it heals off the lethal.
Cracks his neck, looks at the other 2 that were hanging off the wall, and waits to see what they do next.
As you whip around, you'll see that the one that kind of fucked off initially has been creeping back closer, and it was probably getting ready for a pounce, especially as you toppled into the water. But you whirl around and he kind of makes the oh shit, little face.
I'm gonna get even scarier. I'm gonna roll. So was it stamina primal urge?
What you trying to do?
What a Krynos. I'm gonna get even scarier.
Do
these
it.
things. Stamina primal urge, isn't it the shift?
Mm-hmm.
Plus stamina and this div 6 for Krynos. Oh, Nelly. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, fucking
That
5.
is.
I explode.
Explode.
Boom. You know what I mean? Into my full height and kind of just stare at it like, yeah. You know what I mean?
And it gives something of kind of a desperate screeching noise, but will still kind of, ironically, instead of aggressively, it's almost defensively, like snapping back almost to as if maybe if I snap at it once or twice, I can get an open window and run. But it will snap.
I'm going to do another charisma intimidation on it. I may, Katie.
You may, but I will go ahead and roll its little piddly pool.
Attack me, is it?
Yeah, basically. It's trying to kind of lunge and make a snap at you to, I don't know, distract you or something. Like it's a desperation move.
Cool. Hit me.
Let's see. Are you going to do anything about it? He actually lunges in, and like desperation is fueling a pretty nasty kind of swipe.
I can't catch the hand or anything like that, which would be pretty baller.
I mean, you could essentially do so with a block, or if you want to do something fancy, like try to actually catch its hand. I'll say do a block, and we'll up the diff by like 1.
What do you roll for block?
It is Dex Brawl.
Dex Blue.
Dex Brawl instead of Dex Athletics.
Okay.
And if you want, you can even yeah. So you can block it. You can't catch it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've got clawed hands too, so.
Mm-hmm.
you are in a position to kind of snap the it raises up and goes to do the swipe, and you bring a paw around and just slam its hand away from you.
Mm-hmm. And may I make a charisma intimidation?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Love of God, Anton. I will spend willpower because Discord lately, man. Lately.
And you may also have a point of rage because you're essentially reinitiating combat with a new enemy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what my diff is for doing all this shit.
I mean, you did do the explosion, so I will drop the diff. So with the willpower, I'll give you 3.
Yep. And he'll do the Van Helsing thing where he scrapes his hand along the wall. Do you know what I mean? It's not activating Razor Claws, but it's just meant to be like, look at how deep this fucking claw goes.
Then I'll drop it another one, at which point he does not have the willpower necessary to resist the urge to fuck off. Oh, he ditches. He straight turns and ditches.
What about the other 2? Because I know there's another 2.
There's another 2. They're starting to creep around, carefully not getting too close to the pool. But coming up side by side, like, it's that little buddy, like, we got this. Yeah, if we both go, we got this. There's still more bubble cheering going on behind you.
He'll whirl on those 2. Yeah, I'll re-enter combat.
Yes. Have another point of rage.
Okay. Some initiative, what do you want me to do?
Yes, let us get some initiative.
So it's Krynos now. So yeah, it's that many.
Oh, 12 and 9. So one will go before you, one will go after you.
Mm-hmm.
So, douchebag 1, Anton, douchebag 2. There we go, just so I can keep track of my shit. All right, it's douchebag number 1. He lunges. He's gonna get you.
Mm-hmm. I'll drop a rage and use that to block.
Okay. You successfully block him.
Boom. And
Yep.
on my main action, I'm going to swipe the other one.
Do it.
And Dex Brew is that many. And Krynos. Oh, I miss. Yeah,
That's okay.
I miss. Yeah. So is his go again?
But douchebag number 2 also take a swipe. Very vicious. He's very, very good. Gets 1 whole success.
Do it.
Hope you're ready for this 1 point of lethal. Yeah, you fine.
Yep. I think Burke. And yeah, I use my rage action to block. So he's go.
Yes. And we are going to employ, these guys aren't getting any advantage off of like flank or rear or anything like that, but you will be at +1 diff because you're facing 2 dudes.
Yes.
That's okay. You got a cheering column.
Yeah.
All right. First guy swipes. He's going for the ankle. Going for the ankle.
I'll blow a rage, definitely. And I will try block him again. I know I'm at a +1 diff. Take 1 off that.
That is cool. Which means his massive attack, his massive damage will come into play with 1 whole point of lethal.
Yeah. Jesus.
You
Jesus,
fine.
yeah.
You fine.
So then, with my main action, then I'm going to swipe at the other one.
Okay. Swiping at douchebag number 2. You swipe real good.
I hit for 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my strength now is 7 and Krynos. Let's do pause and then +1 success. Ooh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
He soaks 3, so he takes 2.
Okay.
All right. What is douchebag number 2?
I can't dodge, so hit me.
Okay. I think you can tank this. These guys, it turns out unless they get a lucky shot, don't seem to do a lot. So please soak me 1 whole lethal again.
Yep. Okay, his go again. Other guys go again.
Yep, other guys go. And they are trying to kind of ferret at you. They're staying kind of low to the ground to try to avoid your claws. They're trying to go like at leg and hip level. They're trying to be clever about it. They're not not that clever. They're just kind of obnoxious because there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tank this?
I'll let him hit. I'm gonna tank it. I need my extra rage action to actually deal some fucking chugging damage.
All right. Nada.
Huh. Beautiful.
It's a skim.
Swiggity swooty, hitting the second one first.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
1,
1, 2, 3,
5.
4. 5 again.
He takes 3. He is now over half damaged.
Beautiful. Hey, buddy. Hey.
He's looking kind of fuckered. He doesn't look happy with you.
There's another 3 as well. Same guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 5.
Oh, it helps when I'm typing in the right place. That is 2 more.
2.
Yeah, he's feeling ways. He's gonna try to get a spite bite on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be nice to you, though you skipped him, you meanie.
Oh, I did not realize. I'm so sorry.
So 2, 3, 4. Took me 2 points of damage. You're good?
Yep. Okay.
And then back around to douchebag 1.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna blow my last rage. Yes, last rage.
Yep. So we're back around to first dude.
Mm-hmm.
Swing. Are you gonna tank it?
Fuck it. I need the rage anyway.
Soak me 2. You good?
I'll swing at the second one again since he's the obviously more fucked up one, and that seems to be an effective tactic. I botch. Of course. Naturally.
All right.
It's a +1 diff.
Yep. That is okay. You take a swipe at the second one, and we'll say that for the moment, since you're focused on him, the next attack that the first one makes will be from the flank.
Cool.
He got a chance to sneak around to your side.
Cool. That's fine, because I'm just going to
So it will be... That was your first attack, right? Your base attack?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then it will be douchebag 2.
Try to soak this guy's damage.
This dude is the normal one. He's not getting the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So
2.
Soak me 2. Soaked.
Okay. Rage action. Whew.
Don't stop.
Botch on
Get
time.
it, get it. He did not botch.
3. So that's the same dice pool as last time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, you cream him.
Yep.
There's some dramatic overkill. Would you like to get into it?
He will, as this guy is ducking, he misses, so Anton literally just like catches him by the leg and just rips the leg straight off, like spinning him up in the air, so the guy spins essentially like a fucking bowling ball.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a gruesome overkill. It rips straight out. In fact, you see he does some nasty splitting action when you go and rip it off.
Yep.
So you will no longer be at the +1 diff, but this dude is gonna try to get that flank attack in.
Hit me. Let's do this, big boy.
He's trying. Not doing a very good job.
Yeah, it was a very good flank attack. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh god.
It was a pretty shitty flank attack, buddy. I need you to get good. Soak me one whole lethal. He puts on his most fierce hissy face.
Grr.
He's making the grr. You just split his buddy Steve in half. He's having a bad
Did.
day.
I'm gonna roll to grapple him.
Oh god, do it.
There you go. That is a grapple.
He can't beat that dice pool. He can't beat that number of successes.
Apply damage.
Please apply damage. Do it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 5, 13. 7, 7, 7 is 14. And be 12.
Your hugs will be lethal. Because you are a Krynos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4.
You will try to live. Try so hard. He does a pretty good job. He's still kind of, you hear a cracking noise as you scoop him up, and scooping him up isn't hard. But damn, these guys are like, they're like made of leather. So you squeeze and you hear like one little crack, but it's not the results you're going for. And he starts thrashing wildly.
Gotta get out of
This
that grapple,
is gonna
buddy.
be hilarious. You know what? You just roll your counter, and if you get more than 2 successes, he's fucked.
I don't just get more than 2. I get like fuck.
Yeah,
I get an 8.
yeah. You retain the hold. You retain the hold. You're good.
I'm going
That
to bite him.
I will let you bite him while he is grappled.
Yeah, lower diff. Oh, I think that's all successes.
It is all successes.
So what's Krynos bite again? What's
It's only the +1.
That's fine. That is more than fine.
Yep, you get some extra bitey bite damage in his spell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hang on. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
All right, so let me tally here. So 1 and then 5. I mean, he's still flailing.
Yep. But ow.
Yeah. He gives off a heinous, like you've got him hugged up and you reach down and it's so easy to hold him. It's so easy that you reach down and you place this bite perfect and like crunch in.
I wasn't gonna let him scream. I was gonna rip out the throat. So he makes this weird gargling noise.
I'll let you do it. You considering how much damage you did in one bite, you can absolutely aim it to make sure that your teeth come across his throat too. So he makes a horrific gargling noise, still thrashing and flailing pretty ineffectively. Feel free to do another roll to see if you maintain your hold. Like I said, as long as you get more than 2 successes, he literally doesn't have a shot in hell. Oh, he might actually have a chance. Let's roll his 2 dice. Again,
Yeah,
it would help if I was rolling in the same place.
He just needs to beat 1 and he's out.
I mean, all things considered, that means he has to roll all successes. Oh god. Oh god. Why am I bad at this? There we go. Nope.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey.
He hates
Me.
you. Just wants you to know that in your heart.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that plus 4 is 12. So that's 12 dice. One, two, and 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
All right. He's having a bad day. Still takes
Hey.
1. He's trying so hard to wiggle and waggle. It's not going so hot.
Hey. I roll to see if I maintain hold.
You retain him. Yeah, you retain him. You retain the fuck out of him. He's trying. It's getting
Okay.
pretty desperate. It's
Have some fun, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna suplex him.
Do it.
Suplex the fuck out of him. I don't know what my diff is. I actually don't know what my diff is.
I don't know. I'm sure there is a throwing maneuver somewhere, essentially. But
I don't
just
mind.
slam him into the dirt. We'll say that's still. We'll say it's 3 successes. Because I imagine that's kind of. Well, no, it's 4 because if nothing else, he's grappled already. So
Yeah.
4 successes.
Plus more lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lethal.
Oh no, he can't survive it.
So, as he's been biting, wailing, and thrashing, Anton ducks underneath him, gets both of the arms up in the air, and flail pins the head, lifts him, and just fucking puts all his elbow weight, all that Krynos weight, just down onto the. It makes this sickening crack.
Can you just drop the bow on a Bane?
Mm-hmm. I did.
There's literally like wrestler style cheering going on behind you. It's pretty amazing. Believe it or not, you hear the little water spirits being like, "Yeah, fuck him up."
He'll look around then very slowly as he gets up. You know what I mean? Like how kicks the body over.
And again, at least one of them kind of surges towards the end of the pool with speed enough to send water sloshing up out of it over the body. Which again goes from, instead of just beginning to break down into an oily mess, reduces to a mist. And you take a look around, give me that alertness.
I'm too busy being awesome in my
Being a
suplex.
fucking baller. Too busy being a baller. All right, let us roll. Let's see. We'll give that one a chance. Yes. Give one more a chance. Yes. All right. So, as you are just, you're getting the fanfare, you throw your hands up in the air, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm the hottest shit. And it will not get much.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just ready your soak. They only do so much. That you feel a body literally impact you with no claw, no teeth. He just kind of fucks up and it slams into you. Maybe he's trying to shove you in the water. No one knows what the fuck that guy's up to. Let's see if his buddy does better.
Yeah, they're doing really well on their fucking damage rolls though. Fuck me.
Right, so that one you actually need to soak 3. Woo. Suck the shit out of it. So yeah, basically 2 bodies as you turn to face your fans, arms flung in the air. You feel this kind of dunk dunk as 2 things impact your back. You
looks over.
Turn to look down, and one of them reaches out and slaps the other. Because I don't know what else to do with that bad a fucking series of attacks.
Can I make another? Can I make it a free thing, a charisma intimidation check?
Yes. Why not?
That was beautiful. That was beautifully soft.
Just reaches over and slaps him.
Once, because I don't know what my diff is after that display. Well, I can at least get 1.
You do at least get 1. And after slapping his friend, the one dude is like, backs the fuck off. I'm gonna roll a thing to see if sheer combi takes place. In fact, let's roll that is their dex, right? Yes. We're gonna see if some hilarity takes place. Okay. What about the other guy? Awesome. So one of them, the one who slapped him, kind of fucks off a couple steps, like, "Bleh!" Oh, his arms are longer than I thought they were. The other one goes to do a mad scramble, and he kind of tumbles and is still within reach, and more importantly, has kind of bumbled his way into the water, and it's starting to make this really nasty hissing noise.
I'm gonna curb stomp him into the water. So am I rolling?
For curb stomp. 1 second. There is a thing for this. Thanks, White Wolf.
You just want to curb stomp, motherfucker.
Sometimes you just want to curb stomp a motherfucker. Let's see. Dirty fighting. It is strength brawl diff 6.
Oh, Cheeto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, and it is strength plus 2 lethal.
Successes. Ooh. Ooh.
One, 2,
two.
3, 4, 5. Oh, Lord. So, alright. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You know what? I am going to roll this, but then I'm going to do another thing. Alright, so he takes 3 from you. You'll make him douchebag 3. Keep numbering these guys. So he takes 3 from you. Wait, does he? Yeah, I can count. Then he's gonna roll soak again. We'll say. Nope.
Oh.
He takes another one as he is making sizzly noises while he's in contact with the water.
Mm-hmm. I'm more
And-
initiative again. Never
Yeah,
mind.
we should initiative it.
Ugh. Anton.
No, you will actually go before one of them again.
Hey.
Douchebag 3.
He's pinned. With douchebag 3 is pinned though, I imagine, isn't he, or something? Because what? Is he taking sizzling damage?
He's taking sizzly damage for as long as he's standing in that water. He is not pinned in place, but he is taking damage. I will say, because he is the least fortunate of the two, he will actually be the one going second. So he will be douchebag 4.
Okay. Come on, douchebag 3, hit me.
Yeah, douchebag 3's coming back. He's gonna get it. You turned your back. He's gonna get you. No, he's not.
No, he's not at all.
He's like, he gets excited. He slams into your back again, like an idiot.
I will spend rage. I'm gonna swipe at him first with that action.
Okay.
That's still 3 successes. With the +1 diff. So that's +2 for cause. Another 2 is 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. He's so cool.
Gets
He
4.
takes
Just
4.
bam. Do you know what I mean? Just a
That's-
brutal fucking swipe.
Yeah. Feel free to be aware. That is like literally half his health you just smacked off of him.
Yeah. Imagine he makes it the most pathetic, like, Row!
He makes like a really sad squeaky noise sound. He just kind of
Okay.
having a bad
now,
day.
That poor guy. The other poor guy.
All right, Sizzly McSizzly is going to try to kind of scramble out of the water. In fact, what he is going to do, just to fuck with you a little bit, he is not necessarily going to make an attack this round. He dives between your legs, just to be like, huh, to get out of the water and at least briefly out of swipe range.
That's fine.
So he situates himself behind you, but it means that turning around, you will be facing both of them.
I'll just turn around and face both of them and swipe his friend.
Hey, it's douchebag number 3's turn. Yeah, bud.
Oh yeah.
You're fine.
Sorry.
Go ahead. That's okay. I can see the chart and you can't, so it's easy to get it mixed up. Go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It's another 3 ag.
another 3. You can soak any of it. Soak 2 of it.
Steam.
All right. It does.
How many? There's 2 of them or 3? Oh yeah,
There's just 2. It's number 3 is the one who just bounced off your back a second time. Number 4 is the one who just skittered between your legs.
Cool.
So they're both looking rough.
Mm-hmm.
They're both looking about the same amount of rough, roughly.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So first the guy you skipped. God.
Hit me.
You jerk. 1. And other little dude. Look, douchebag number 4 is having a hard day. Okay.
So
he's a little scalded. Now we're going back to the top, which is number 3. It's 3, then you, then 4. Sorry.
Okay. Did they spend rage?
Oh no, it is you. My bad.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like,
Sorry,
what?
Current initiative and damage tracker at the moment.
Okay, because I was like,
No, you spent rage. My B. It is you.
Okay, I will hit number 3 then, since he's the. You know what? He's been on my tits.
Yeah, it's been on.
I get 2 successes. You got 2 successes.
You do. Don't stop. Get it. Get it.
Mother of God. That's 9 ag.
He can't survive that.
Bam!
Literally
I just literally
can't.
fucking uppercut him, so his like head just fucking flies off. Just woo!
Oh dear.
Like douchebag 3 is like, hey, oh fuck, and just
gone.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah.
With your rage action, so since it was the guy who would have gone before you, you get your main action.
Hey, buddy.
Pees himself a little.
Come here, buddy.
He changed his mind.
I got 2 successes on a strength roll.
God. He is your new squeaky toy.
I'm going to slam him into the water, Katie.
Are you?
Actually, no, I'm going to apply damage. I'm going to apply damage first, though.
Do that.
I'm a mean butt.
You are a mean butt.
That's 1, 2. That's 4 lethal.
All right.
And then I'm going to he has to get out of the grapple first.
Do the roll to retain him, because like I said, if you get more than 2 successes, there's really no point. Yeah, there's no point. He's fucked. All right, chuck him in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You'd like you like perfect, I don't know, basketball shoot him right into the fucking middle of the pool.
I'll apply the damage as well, just for hilarity. So hold on to your butts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from me.
Oh nope, can't survive it.
So yeah, I literally I just grab him, he flails a bit, I crack a bit of his ribs, and then I suplex him into the water, letting go as well, so he goes absolutely flying. He's like, Grrr!
Yeah, you pitch him in there, and the second he hits the water, the sizzling starts. And in the first truly aggressive thing you've ever seen from these little guys, all 3 of them lunge on top of him and just press him down into the water. He just
stands up.
he just bubbles out as mist. There's not even a body left.
He stands up and waits again because it's like, how many fucking more are there? You know what I mean? That type of tired sigh.
He's having a day.
Do you want me to roll our perception and alertness candy?
Please do, as I roll to see what your last.
At least I hear it this time.
You do. That's not very decisive. I need better than that. Okay.
That's
yeah, this
good.
time you hear them, and there are you are quite fortunate. So it is just 3 more of these little guys.
3 though.
They're coming in. Triangular formation.
Oh, I can hear them. So they're not here yet.
Well, you can hear them, which means they're on the approach. They're not immediately in combat range, though.
Can they see me?
I mean, it is pitch black. You could try to, like, they've heard all the noise you've made.
I roll for blur.
Do it.
Two. I don't
All
roll
right.
my dex though.
Do it.
So, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at diff. 8.
Their pools are literally not high enough. You are the knight.
So the first one comes through. I'm going to swipe.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah,
you get to stand there as the 3 so tactically approach. Again, the little set of 3 is like 1 flanked on either side by 2. So you may wait, and you may even move around because you're blurred and you're the fucking knight. But since they don't see you, they will, much like the first set, orient on the pool.
So I hit the first one. I get my ambush dice and that fucking diff. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, the 4s. Yep.
So from successes alone. Jesus. From successes, hang on now. So I got 8 successes. So 6, 7 plus successes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. That's 6. That's 7. Straight 7.
All right. Let's see if he survives the initial onslaught. He does. He does. You pop him down to half, like right off the bat, though. So take another point of rage.
I'm gonna roll
Reinitiating. And yeah, let's do the thing, buddy.
Hey! Look at that.
Nice. You actually have top initiative.
Thank the Lord.
All right. So he's got 4 on him.
How much do I have on me?
Oh no, you just dealt 4 to one of those dudes.
Oh, I was about to say you've got 4, and I was like, "Buh."
Well, let me do this because it's getting kind of.
Oh boy, there's 3 of them. Okay. Blending that rage, gonna hit the first one in front of me, the one I was already messing up.
Do it.
Four. Actually, no, 3. So I get that +1 diff. 7 plus 9.
Ooh.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is 8. Oh dear. Oh dear. You can't survive it.
So basically what happens is he gets hit once from me, he kind of staggers back, and then Anton just kind of jabs to the side and just embeds it right into the side of his cheek so that she goes straight to the brain. Doesn't even make a sound. Oh no, we lost KJ.
I'm still here. Sorry. I was briefly distracted by a wild bob.
So,
All right. So yeah. Number 5 is fucked and gone.
Mm-hmm. It's number 6 now.
It is. He's gonna get you.
Hit me.
Lunges viciously. Oh, pretty viciously. Look at him. Look at him. He thinks he's so cool.
Do it. Hurt me. Give me more.
Hungry for rage there, buddy.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right, soak
Rakabash.
3.
Oh, Rakabash, I don't have that much rage. I soak 3. Okay.
All right, the other one's gonna come for you too. He's coming for that booty. It's only one. They're not very strong, but they're really annoying.
Mm-hmm. So, number 6. You will be the first to die. Oh, I rolled too many dice. Take one of those successes off.
Oh, that is still what? 2?
2. Yep. 2. So that's 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, yeah, I think that's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
6.
6. All right.
Takes 4.
He's having a bad day. Everyone's having a bad day today.
So it's my go again because that was my rage action.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, it was.
All right.
Yep.
I'm glad you're keeping
So-
track. I got distracted.
I am. Good
While
boy.
Bob distracted me, I will blame him for all of my woes.
That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Same guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again.
Look. Trying, okay? 5, okay. He's clinging to life by a thread.
Mm-hmm. I spend rage. As Anton just goes, come on. Come on.
They're trying. I'm realizing how pathetic these guys are belatedly. As
I mean-
let's see, nothing.
Oh, I rolled anyway. Yeah, go ahead. Next guy hit me.
Look, you just hit him like twice, really hard. Okay, he's having a hard time. All right, this guy 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4. I mean, if you're just gonna soak it before he even, you've literally soaked more than he can even deal on this fucking damage roll. What the shit? They're starting to look a little. The morale is
afraid.
going low. Okay, the morale is pretty low right now. I think in this entire time, only one of them has actually dealt damage to you, and there's been like 10 of them total. I think, albeit some
Yeah,
of them ran.
Yep. That's 1. That's all I need. That's all I need. There are 2.
Oh, is that damage?
Yep.
Oh my fucking god!
I think he's dead, yeah. Because of fucking number
He's
4
done.
at number 6.
He's done.
Yeah, so Anton just like ducks, takes a hit, and then just boop. Right, takes out the throat, like pierces right through.
You know what? You know what? Number 7 here, douchebag number 7, specifically, even though they're all misnumbered because there were 3 at the beginning that I didn't number. Douchebag number 7 has had enough of your shit. He's had enough.
Oh,
He's booking
hang
it.
on there. Hang on there now, boy. No.
That is going to be his action is he turns tail and takes off squealing.
Can I tackle him?
Yes, you can. He in fact gave you the distance that you require in order to perform a tackle maneuver. Tackle is 7.
I miss.
Oh, he's scrambling, man. He's making a break for it. You
I
may-
just no. I'll just say to him, "I'll get you later. It's fine. I'll wait."
Will you?
Yes.
Well, he does like just he fucking takes off squealing down the tunnel.
You
It's
take a step. You take a couple of steps back. Listens.
you take a couple steps back. Are you going to do anything preparatory as he runs away squealing?
Mainly kind of going to roll to reapply blur, essentially.
Good plan. So he runs off squealing. Because he runs off squealing, we'll have
3.
ooh, fabulous. We will have some fun. Because he runs off squealing and there is response. Because there's been some noise, but these guys scramble and scuffle all the time. But this one is literally just taking off like a siren. And there will be a hefty kind of thud this time. This is not scampering.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Definitely not scampering.
That's fine. That's
Not
what I
even
want.
remotely scampering.
That's what I wanted. It's like, yeah, you lower the big guy to me. Right where he can't see me now. Good. So I got 3 on blur, and I'll roll some stealth. Yeah,
Please.
snaky.
Snacky.
Two. But at my diff, he's diff 9 to see me.
He is. So, coming thudding down this tunnel. You actually will at one point see it look. I will say this is within your sight range because it's a long tunnel and it's a thing that would happen. Is it comes kind of thudding along at a lazy, comfortable pace because it is big. In fact, it is big enough that it probably couldn't get into the smaller tunnels like the one you came through initially. And as this little fucker goes squealing down the hall, you watch it take a backhand so solid that it literally flies up, impacts the wall, and slides down.
Mm-hmm.
And at least briefly is stunned out of its squealing. This thing looks vaguely annoyed. Kind of pitches a glance aside to see if it starts up again. When the siren does not restart, we'll come thudding towards this lovely, pure pool of water.
Okay. It's going all the way to the water, yeah?
It's making its way there. It's moving pretty slow.
I'll take my time. I'll let it get right up close.
All right. This thing is bigger than your Krynos form.
It is.
It's big.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, now I know what the big mama is. Oh, Anton hasn't moved. That's the point. He's just stayed right up against the wall watching.
Are you up against the wall or are you still at the edge of the water? Because I will do something comedic if you have stayed at the edge of the water.
Yeah.
I will first quickly do a roll. Because there's the off chance it could have an insanely lucky roll. It's not. So as it moseys up, kind of, and it is not hesitating the way the smaller ones did at the edge of the water. And for what it's worth, those little gafflings are not looking nearly so cheery anymore. They're at the other side of the pool. So basically what it's going to do, because you're standing right at the edge and it can't see shit, and you carefully correct yourself. You sidle a little bit so it doesn't bump you when it plants one of its big gorilla-y arms down next to you. But when it finally stops and is reaching for the gafflings, it's right over you. You're literally under it. Right under its belly.
What?
Basically, if you stay by the edge of the water, it will literally get to the point where like it's kind of gorilla style walking on its knuckles. And by the time it stops and goes to reach into the water, it's big enough that it's towering over you and you'd be right under its belly. The pool is not by the wall.
So it towers over me, and then the pool. What?
Basically, as it's reaching for the spirits, you're directly
Mhm.
under it. You're like, it's standing there like with its feet and one big like fist planted on the ground. It's reaching out with the other one, and you're right underneath it, like right under its belly.
To take a shot or not to take a shot? It's big. It's much bigger than me, isn't it?
It's big enough that it's hunched over, and you can still like. I'd say in Krynos, you don't quite have to duck, but you've been able to like kind of correct around as it ambled, and stand right under its belly, which is about the best pot shot you can get. Really, I'll give you the equivalent of a rear attack.
Fuck it, all in, baby.
Do
So
you want to
my
make an
additional
aimed shot since you have the advantage? Or do you
Yeah.
want to just go for the maximum damage as far as like just raw
Aim-
fucking attack?
aim shot
All right, so it goes back up to standard diff.
plus the two dice I got.
And I know we normally don't do it, but if you would like, I will let you spend a willpower on this attack.
Why not?
Why not? So
1, 2, 3.
3.
So plus
Are you
that.
going specifically for the gut? Are you going for the throat, up underneath its chin?
Throat.
Okay.
So what's the additional damage I got?
You will go. We'll give you +3. The throat is a little more ratcheted down. It's a smaller target.
Holy fuck. Okay, that's 12 levels of aggro. No, that's
Is
not
it
12 levels.
one?
Jesus.
That's like
It's
10 at
no
least. 1, 2,
10,
3,
10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck.
10.
Whoo! Damn. Let me do a quick thing here so I make sure I'm not losing my mind. It would be. Oh, God. We'll do this. Puts its total there. Okay. Put that to that. Put that to that. Okay. The quickest static known to man. Okay, so it's soak. It's admittedly significant. I'm gonna say fuck it. You managed to get a throat shot, so I'm gonna give it less armor for this shot. Because let's face it, that's just fucking beautiful, and I can't take that away from you. So having its save. It's like
Oh.
9 hag.
9 hag to the throat? Jesus. And what that does to that?
All right. So yet again, because I'm sorry, it was too good a shot to ruin for you. You get your one good shot. You're right up under its belly. You crane a fucking arm up and you slam it like knife style, all the claws right up under the jaw. And you create a huge gash. And this thing is big enough that as the blood spills out in a gout, it like bathes you in it. practically. Like, this is now a shower. It is not dead, but it is pissed and it is hurting. It is leaking a veritable fountain of oily black blood.
Okay.
And now we'll roll initiative.
I reckon I've pretty badly fucking hurt it.
You have, in fact, pretty badly fucking hurt it. So, I'm sorry for how spirit stats work, because his initiative will be ridiculous.
Still get a high one, though. I guess we got 15.
He actually only beat you by 1.
Yay.
And he doesn't have age. So, yeah, needless to say, he rears back, and his initial action, very similar to what you saw him do to that little guy, is going to be this massive swatting motion to just slam you with those big blunt claws.
Duck the fuck out of the way of that.
You may absolutely try. Let me remember how to do things in my life. His attack is just that.
Imagine not a lot of decks, but fucked on the strength.
Yup. Obnoxiously, with the way spirit stats work, their dex and their stam are the same stat.
Ugh.
So he takes a swipe. He's got 3.
I knock 2 off of it.
Okay, so he's rolling raw strength.
Yep.
He deliver a smacketh. He soak me 3, and it will be lethal because this is just a blunt swipe.
Soaked.
Soaked. Fuck me. It is your turn. He is hurt and mad.
I'm gonna hit that point where the blood's coming out again.
You gonna go for the aim shot?
Yeah, because it's an open wound now.
It is? You will not
now
get the flanking.
Now I've found your weak spot, monster.
All right.
I don't know if I think I got 1.
You got 1.
So
That's all it takes.
and it's plus 3, so that's 11. Plus 12, because 9. Fuck me. Maths.
1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4.
3, 4.
And I will stand by what I did earlier. His armor is not nearly as thick up under there. So he only soaks 2.
Takes another 2.
He does take another 2. He is pissed. So what he is going to do...
Mm-hmm.
Let me find the thing. Let me have his rage is 3. So what he is going to do, especially after you manage to snag him in the same spot again, to the tune of another massive gout of that oily blood, he picks up both of his big ham hock fists and slams them into the ground. And you will... I don't think it says anything about a save for it. Everyone standing is thrown to the ground. On the hilarious side, if he'd had any allies, they would have been thrown to the ground too. So you will be pitched to the ground as, this whole, umbrascape shakes violently. Even the gafflings in the water are kind of knocked akimbo. And soak me 3 bashing.
Hey.
Soak 2.
You take 1 whole bashing. Have a point of rage.
Yay! I will, of course, spend rage. I'll use this turn getting back up. And I will use my rage action to strike the simplest again.
Why you gotta keep going for his throat pipe? He needs that for eating innocent, delicate little water gaplings. He doesn't appreciate your attempts on his life.
Miss.
The attempt on his life has left him scarred.
Yes. Here he goes again.
I think he has initiative.
He's ahead of me, so here he goes again.
Okay, yes, here he goes again. He's not pleased that his thing didn't work. All right, let me. Oh, actually, here let's get creative.
And my bashing is gone. Yay!
Yeah, one of your bashing is gone almost immediately. Go figure. His gnosis is that. Hold on, I'm doing mental arithmetic here. Well, he only has that much left. So yeah, what he is going to do. Oh, and that's beautifully spiteful. Ironically, it actually seems to hurt him to do so. Let me mark off those next two.
Okay.
That is the ultimate spite move. Okay. It actually seems to hurt him to do so. What he does is as you get back up and you try to go for the throat again, he finally curls in and kind of flexes and shuffles his body, and that heavy armor grows somewhat heavier.
You dick.
You can tell he is... This is a move of desperation, considering that it has hurt him enough that he seems pretty planted in place. His maneuverability is kind of gone between the armor and the amount of blood loss he's suffering.
You dick.
Oh yeah, he's a dick.
Okay. I'm going to take an... Actually, no. Fuck you. I'm going to hamstring you. You dick.
Do it.
Two can play that game. I got one success.
Oh.
Two can play that game, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 ag.
Jesus. All right. I will say that is another tender spot, so it will have the same as his throat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He still takes a damage, so he takes the hamstring.
But he is hamstringed.
He is hamstrung. He is a biped, so knocks over and makes it hard to get back up. Dex Athletics, Stiff 8. So yeah, you hamstring him. Just barely. Like, you go and you do that scrape with your claws, and man, you have to really wrench to get through his hide. But you do. And he topples with a just furious bellow.
Katie, guess whose rage action? Oh, guess whose rage action it is?
I will say, for the sake of being an asshole, that he will fall forward. So no more delicious belly for you. But he's prone.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of broke up for me.
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying, he falls forward. No more delicious belly for you. But he's still prone. So get it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Exactly. No more belly. But he's on the ground.
He is. And it's going to be hilarious watching him to try to get back up. 2, 3, 4.
That's all successes.
5, 6. Yeah. Get it.
Fucking 4 aggregate damage at 15 dice.
It happens to best of us, buddy. Besides,
course
hilariously,
why.
his die pool on the rest of his body is pretty big, but same sort of issue. So is currently 6. I'm sorry, don't hate me. This is what this charm does.
Oh, yep. He soaked it all.
He soaked
Oh
it.
boy, it's gonna be a long day. Yep, he is on the ground now. His turn.
He is on the ground and he needs to roll Dex Athletics Diff 8 to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have fun with that, buddy.
Ooh. Because, he has such good Dex Athletics. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, boy. Actually, I guess it's about the same as an average pool. Oh, shit. He starts getting up. But he loses his turn to it. I will say
God
it'll take
damn
him
it,
2
okay.
turns because he's enormous.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
You're just gonna poke him right in the hamstring. Doink!
Mm-hmm. 3. So
Basically, you can still take the -1 diff on this round, and the next round he will be fully upright.
oh. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage.
Oh, on his hamstring?
So good.
Sorry, did you say on his hamstring?
4 damage.
Is it on the hamstring?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because there's less armor there. Get it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's still hamstring though, which means
He
doesn't he
is.
have to make the roll if you still hamstring him? Oh.
I mean, he's still
Okay.
yeah, he's still he didn't take damage, but he's still only halfway up.
Okay. I have another rage action.
You do?
He's halfway up. He's halfway up, which means is that belly visible again, Katie?
Yeah. He's big enough that you can like swing up under him uppercut style.
I'll take the shot.
Do it. Go for the sweet meats.
I don't know if I get it or not, since he's halfway up.
Are you going specifically for the throat or just the underbelly in general?
Underbelly.
Then you get it.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And while I know he's a pain in the ass, know in your heart before I do this roll, he has 1 health level left. He hates you.
I know. I have to hit him. I
Oh,
think I get
it's
him.
only 2.
I do. I
Yeah.
fucking do.
You fucking do.
So Anton will, as he tries to slowly get up, I just run, skid, and just pull. So essentially, I just rip open his guts, essentially, as they try and spew out.
Fuck yeah. You are doused in a pile of blood and guts. And then a giant body. But first, a big pile of blood and guts.
Yep, he makes it.
Yeah, you have just enough time if you're being alert to wiggle out before he literally collapses on top of you. The big arms get shaky and then yeah, the life just bleeds out of him and he shaking the cavern again a bit. Not nearly as hard as when he slammed it, but giving it a shake.
Looks over at the gafflings.
They're making the most kind of Valley Girl, like, ew, face at you. You might have some entrail on your everything, pretty much.
He just walks over and just falls into the water.
They do at least promptly go to work. One of them actually pays, particular attention to you, whisking around you, and oh god, cleansing. So much cleansing. The guts and the blood fizzle off. The other two are making a concerted effort to, like, kind of waterbender style, like, guide some waves up onto this massive corpse.
They're very small waves. They're trying.
Okay.
Uh-oh, you still with me? You cut out pretty hard. If you can hear me, I'm not hearing you at all.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Now. He'll kind of look at the gafflings and say, "Oh no, God.
You're still mostly there.
No. Am I back?
Yes.
Kitty."
Yes.
Okay. What he'll say is once the gafflings, he'll turn and look at him. Is that done?
They all applaud, ever so happily.
Yay, you did this part.
What?
Now we can spread.
Yeah, of course. Spread. I can go home if that's all right.
Yes.
And one of them, like, pops up and, like, are you still in Krynos?
Yes.
Like, just snags a hold, like, is dangling off your muzzle. Because you're massive and he's tiny. It doesn't even keep you from talking, really.
Do you want me to take you back?
Yes.
Okay.
And, what'll happen is the delicate little drip from above will promptly grow as the other two are circling around and are obviously doing something. It will grow into a proper, like, spout of water that begins to far overfill the little puddle of a pool that was there before. This wasn't more than maybe a little over ankle deep. It was broad, but it was shallow. And it is almost immediately beginning to spread and fill in this this large cave. And the one little one stays latched onto your muzzle as water begins spewing more and more into this massive cavern. And, of course, flooding down the tunnel. And as it does so, even though there's not that much force to the water just yet, and this isn't logically how water would move, it kind of scoops you up. And in a weirdly soothing kind of way, you are swept up in a wave that is shaped something like one of their little hands, and it rockets you along, going maybe not the exact route that you came in, but nonetheless eventually issuing you out in a small puddle of water at the entrance to the cave. Just rushing through, twining through, sometimes kind of roller coaster style corkscrewing through the tunnel, but in the end you get kind of deposited just outside the cave.
He's reverting back down to Hamid.
Yeah, you are very wet. You have not inhaled any water. And for what it's worth, little dude is still clinging to your face. Though, albeit as you downshift, he plops into your lap and, like, kind of fishy flops around because you didn't have a puddle.
Looks down at him. Thank you. Let me know when you again. And I'll be back over.
And he starts kind of crawling up, kind of clawing his way up your shirt. Did you keep any of the empty vials?
No. I wouldn't have, nah. They were broke. I couldn't have because I broke them. Couldn't have.
He will start clambering up, and hilariously, there is a brief territorial display as he tries to go into your shirt pocket and finds it occupied, and gives a bit of a meep, and kind of spatters, and well, wherever he goes, it's hard to tell. He just kind of spatters into a bunch of little droplets of water, like in surprise, as the little pain spirit in your pocket hisses at him.
Okay.
He's just, poof. Literally just turns into a splash of water. Like, psh.
And
I got the and then you blacked for a second.
Torna! Kill the internet. Don't actually kill the internet. You need that for socializing.
oh, my internet is being a butt.
There you go. It is being a butt. We shall simplify. Would you like to do anything else in this scene, sir? You can even just type it if you need to. It's okay. You can side chat it.
There we go.
Okay. I think I'm back.
You are back.
Okay. Once he's got the little water thing in his pocket, and it's after scaring the shit out of the pain spirit,
It's the water spirit that went
He will,
poof. It's the water spirit that kind of goes poof. Gets
Oh.
scared.
Aw. Yeah, well, then he'll go, aw. And then we'll take his time to shift back over to the DeLorean. Oh, poor little thing.
It scared itself. But yeah, you successfully take your sweet time and just wobble on over. You find it is there's normally a sense of pressure that you just gradually shift through. You find the pressure is slightly less.
Yay. The second he's over, he's walking towards his car, rubbing his face and kind of dusting himself down. He'll check his phone because he's been in that place a hot fucking second.
You have. You had glorious battle, but mostly a lot of time spent spelunking. You come back and check your phone, and you will have a comical series of things on there, which starts with a text from Suzanne just asking what time you plan to be back around, and then about 5 missed calls, followed by a text that says, "Sorry, Heidi got the phone."
He'll immediately call Suzanne.
Okay. So you give Suzanne a little ringy ding. And she thankfully answers pretty quickly. Albeit it's to the tune of like, yes, it's Anton. Yes. Oh, hold on. Hi, Anton.
Hey, honey.
Hey. Guess who misses you?
How bad has it been?
Ah.
Put her on the phone.
Yeah. She just surrenders the phone. And
I hasten Hey Heidi.
And sure enough,
Anton, is it you?
Yes, it's me.
You said you'd be back, but you're not back yet.
I've been a bit busy. Saving the world and all that.
Are you really?
Yes.
Oh. It does sound very important.
Mm-hmm. I'll be over soon, I promise.
Okay. Does your heart hope to die?
Of course. Always.
Okay.
and that
Now, would
time,
you
of
mind?
course, you could kind of hear the smile.
Would you mind giving Susie back the phone?
Okay.
She is brightened right back up. And there's some shuffling noises. And Suzanne has the phone again. Like, hey, sorry. Yeah. Turns out she knows how to use a phone.
It's good at least.
Yeah. And I mean, she's been pretty bearable, just kind of anxious.
Mm-hmm. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little more sleep last night. Just wasn't as bad, I think. Maybe with time she'll get over the nightmares. I don't know. I mean, you told me, but you probably kind of saw, so I can't blame her.
She's just gonna need time. Mainly just so she can settle herself, and she's just gonna need some time.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, Dad thinks she is the sweetest thing, so I managed to sleep in today, which was great.
Oh, well, that's good at least. Say you can hear. She can hear the relief in his voice.
Yeah. No, Dad seems to take to her pretty well, so they've been entertaining each other most of the morning.
And you, yeah, and as long as you're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. I've just got to wrap up a few things, and I'll be right over.
All right. Well, we both look forward to seeing you.
I miss
And
you as well. I miss you just as much as I miss her.
I know. Man, it's like having a kid.
Hey, we should get a place together, maybe.
Oh,
What?
I mean, it'd be nice. Wouldn't be cheap, but it'd be nice.
We could
I
think of
mean,
something.
yeah.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go try and meet that Mr. Thompson guy about all the photos and everything. I'll be over after that. Maybe if everything goes well, we might be actually start making some money.
Okay.
That way, we can actually move into a place.
All right. Sure. Fuck it. If you get that much money off them, damn.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, I'll be waiting.
Cool. See you. He'll hang up the phone
Yep.
and jump in the fucking car, and he's gonna drive to the diner first just to see if Mr. Thompson is there when he is.
All right. We're talking like, I mean, we started bright and early. We're talking like early afternoon. So let's fiddle through all of these many, many pictures I have. Oh my God. You go in there. You technically go in there. Oh God. Trying not to ruin my life. So you will get to the diner. And sure enough, it is about the right time of day. So we will put one Mr. Thompson at his usual table. It's not like a big booth or anything. He just has this one table that he sits at, can kind of spread out his papers. But yeah, he is in residence with a plate set aside that is only just being scooped up as you walk in, and the perpetual cup of coffee.
So what he'll do is very carefully he'll take Susie Q's photos originally from your one's fucking satchel. 'Cause fuck. Kill this goddamn secretary. You know what I mean?
He's taking the original set or the new set?
New set.
Okay.
And he will walk in, keeping it in the kind of inside of his jacket. Will look around and first order a bit of food and a drink. Eat for a bit very casually. Sees Mr. Thompson and then also casually will walk his way over and tilt his head. Mr. Thompson?
And he actually takes a second to notice you, not based on speech, but just on you walking over. Excuse me. He doesn't actually look up until you stand there for a second and actually speak, at which point he kind of blinks up, glancing, pulling up the head, revealing the glasses, and pulling back, lifting a hand with the pencil kind of tucked under one of the fingers and running the fingers back through his hair. Yes.
Hi, Anton McGraw. I understand that I understand that you've been seeing some of my clients' photos.
He kind of sits back a second, obviously kind of disengaging from whatever paperwork he was in the midst of. And it takes him a second. He actually reaches up and kind of rubs the bridge of his nose for a moment or two. Photos. What do they call it? Urban exploration photos?
Yes, I believe you required that particular needs, and he'll kind of open his jacket and go, eh?
Kind of quirks a brow at the method, because most people will just pull it out of a briefcase and put it on the table, and you're doing the jacket swipe. But there's kind of a brow quirk, but he nods a little bit of interest and extends a hand for him.
You'll hand him over and sit down across from him.
And yeah, he will, for what it's worth, will take the envelope initially and then kind of pause, set it in his lap, grab the napkin and make sure his hands are wiped properly clean, set down his pen, and finally actually adjust his glasses and go ahead and pick up the envelope, flick it open, and pull out the batch of photos and begin actually paying a great deal of attention, not swiping through them quickly, but he'll really peruse over the first, brown knit a little bit. He's focusing, he's concentrating, and then we'll flick it over to look at the back, and sure enough, she's got the notes written there. Gives a little bit of a nod. The crease decreases ever so slightly. And shifts it to the back, looking at the next one, and repeats this process. And if you're anxious for an answer, it's kind of nerve-wracking because he takes a hot minute on each photo, really looking it over, looking at the back, confirming where they are or aren't, and then finally looks up with a nod. These are actually very, very nice. And he picks up the envelope, flicking it over. And the eyebrows kind of pop up a little bit appreciatively because you've had Susie scribble out variable print sizes and whatnot. And he will almost immediately go for his notebook and begin kind of mumbling to you, not to himself, as he's writing, scribbling out, picking up a photo, glancing at the back, scribbling something, writing a size, etc. It's the damnedest thing. I gave the first batch to Joe, and I haven't heard from her in days. I'm beginning to worry about her, but he kind of waves a hand. I don't know what happened with that. I will have to see if I can secure new copies of the photos. so that I can complete the order. Do you have price points for the different sizes, or shall I just make an offer?
Okay, Katie. What can I roll that would help me get the most maximum deal out of this? Both for me and Suzy Q.
Well, in the end, as long as the bottom line number is high, in theory, you're getting a portion of it. So you just want a high number overall.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at what you got going here. I will initially tell you can roll wits empathy before you make your move to kind of determine which is the better idea.
Okay. I will spend a willpower.
You may do so.
4 successes.
Having met Carla and being pretty aware of kind of the comfortable lifestyle she's living, Anton is smart enough to sit there and know that you could try to kind of throw a number at it and hope it stuck. But if they're that well-to-do, it's very possible that if you just tell him to make an offer that you'll take to your client, he will probably offer pretty high, and it's a good bet that he'll offer at least as high or potentially overall higher than anything you might have the nerve to throw out there.
What would Anton know the maximum amount of price for these photos would be?
Honestly, until you look at the overall list of how many he's asking for, what sizes and whatnot, it's kind of hard to break down without seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where you can play the game of like looking at the amount, trying to break it down to how much per piece, or let him offer a lump sum based on whatever he thinks is rational, or is reasonable. But it just kind of depends on how ballsy he is about asking.
Well, what are you offering first?
He kind of gives a nod and sits back, kind of looks at this list, corrects a couple of the sizes, actually raises them to about the maximum that Suzanne can feasibly print off or can have printed off. And he's like, well, if you can do these sizes, and then he'll circle one. And if you can actually, I know canvas printing is probably gauche compared to actual painting, but I like it. So, if you can get me all of these, let me look really fast at a comparative thing because I want to be reasonable. I know who I'll look at. Give me just one moment. So basically the number he'll throw out is, we'll say there's like a bundle of 6 photos there. He wants all of them. He wants extremely large prints. He wants matting. He'll offer 1,500. Did I lose you? I was hearing clicking a moment ago.
I didn't get the last bit.
Oh, there you go. He
I didn't get
offers
the last bit.
He offers 1,500.
18.
Um. Hmm. You know what? He kind of glances up a little surprised, but not offended by the counteroffer. And honestly, he gives a shrug and taps the pen again on the circled piece. Get this on a canvas print? Sure. And proceeds to fold the note up. Like, just kind of folds it in half and slides it all back into the envelope and offers it back over.
Hang on. I'm going to go and kick my router. I'll be back in 1 second.
Go ahead.
Oh, there we go.
Ta-da!
Oh, everything's working again. I didn't get what he said. He said after I said 18.
He basically kind of pitches a startled glance up because admittedly he didn't expect you to counteroffer. But in the end, he shrugs and taps his pen to the circled piece. If you can get this stretched canvas, yeah, sure. Even goes to like fold up the note with the list, tucks it into the envelope with the prints.
No, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Thompson. Holds out his hand.
He holds out his hand. He will also, after shaking your hand, will take out his card. Make sure you see it first, and then we'll go ahead and tuck it into the envelope. Did Joe actually get back to you with the first batch?
No, I haven't heard a single thing from her.
Well, if you can bring me some more of those prints, maybe a portfolio, maybe. Does she have a website?
We're in the process of setting up one.
Gives a firm nod. I like what I see. You'll be hearing from me again. Let me know when, well, if you set up an order system, an invoice, just my number's on the card. Oh, tell me I didn't lose you. Did I mute myself? Nope. Boop.
should be back.
It is.
What was the last bit you said?
Basically, he says you can call him, invoice him, whatever. Let him know his number's on the card.
All right, perfect. Yeah, he'll nod and shake his hand and proceed to leave.
Yep. He'll let you go.
And he'll get in the car and start. Probably actually ring Susie, to be honest, as he gets in and is driving out.
All right. Yeah. You can give her a ringy ding. And yeah, she thankfully answers fairly quickly because let's face it, at this rate, her phone rings and Heidi is probably running at her. So, no, she picks up pretty quickly. Hey,
How does $18,000 sound for you as a deal?
1,800. Oh my god.
Oh, 1,800. Whatever. Sorry, I'm flustered.
It's okay.
1,800.
What?
Just did a deal with Thompson. 1,800.
Does he want them gilded?
He just needs scrap what was the canvas? I can't remember my brain.
He basically wants one of them to be printed on like a stretched canvas.
That's the one stretched. He wants one of them stretched, built on a stretched canvas. He's also. We're gonna have to set up a website for you.
I'm gonna sit down.
And he wants a portfolio. And yeah.
Oh my god.
You can thank me now as your agent.
Oh my god.
Which means I'll need a certain percentage, obviously.
Oh my fucking god, Anton.
What?
Just, you come here.
I'm on the way.
Oh my god.
Right.
That's adult money. That's
I told you I'd get you it.
yeah, you did. Holy shit. I do need a website. You hear the slipping noise. She does in fact find a place to just plant her ass. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, wait till I get back.
Show you what I can do with my hands. Holy shit, Anton.
I know, right? Think about it. If you give enough portfolios, he's offering 1,800 a piece. Think of what we can do like in a month.
Oh my god. I wonder how many other people are actually out there willing to spend that kind of money.
Precisely.
I'm gonna have to look at the breakdown. How many? You know what? I'll do math when you get home. Just. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes. Heidi. He misses you too. Wow.
And yeah, he'll probably pull up, at Susie Q's place.
And if he's still on the phone as he pulls in, so like incoming in about 3, 2, nope, faster, 1. Oh, there she goes. And yeah, the door opens.
He'll hang up the phone quickly, stuff it into his pocket.
Yep. As naturally, Heidi comes sailing out. Big smile. Goes for the tackle hug.
Gets a big hug.
You're back.
Yeah.
Did you save the world?
Totally. Gives her a grin.
She's still, big impish smile. Oh, good.
Hey, if all goes right, you, me, and Madame over there might end up having a place together.
A different place?
Place of our own.
Oh. That would be nice.
Put his arm around her and is walking towards the Suzy Q.
Yeah, she'll slide up under his arm and be like, then you wouldn't have to go home because you'd be home.
Exactly. See?
Just, yeah. Gives a side squeeze. Susie will finally appear at the door. And yeah, she's not nearly as bedraggled as she has been. She's still looking a little tired, but at least she's looking really happy.
He'll smirk at her. If we plan this right, we could... you can do the photography. I can do the negotiations, agent work. And even little miss over here could even do modeling, arts, anything like that as well to help you out.
If she finally just puts a finger on his lips, like that whole like hold up now, puts a finger on his lips, and actually like grabs a hold of his shoulder so she could kind of pull herself up and give him a proper kiss on the lips. Scandalous, I know, with her father home, but she doesn't seem to give a shit.
You reciprocate.
You are fucking magic. I don't. Jesus. Unless he wants like 10 of everything, that's like fucking professional rates. Holy shit, Anton.
Think about it. He was originally offering 15, and I got him to offer,
Oh, God. I mean, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So, you wanna come in? Or.
Sure, I don't mind coming in for a bit.
Faint grin. She will take up his other side and give him another peck on the cheek.
Just kind of wearily nods, like,
Thankfully, Heidi does, now that she is reassured that Anton is not going anywhere. Well, we'll go ahead and finally, once they get inside, disengage and kind of scamper over, nattering at Susie's mom about whatever game he's watching. It's probably football. It's always football, isn't it? I don't know. He's watching something, and she is asking what she missed. Susie will just tactically pull Anton into the kitchen. At least long enough to wrap him up and actually kiss him properly. And just be like, you're a fucking saint.
told you to take care of you.
Well, I hope you know anything about websites, because
We can learn. I'm sure I could get Christine. Maybe she might know a bit more than me.
probably.
Hey, I'm the money. I can negotiate, but I could probably get Christine to help with that.
Oh, God, that'd be amazing. Holy shit.
What?
I mean, it was cute to talk about and all. It's not that I didn't think you were any good. I just didn't think anyone would want my photos. So I didn't really, I didn't brace myself at all for real money. I figured, like, I don't know, friends or family would buy a couple bits piecemeal that were like $20 in pocket.
I told you. Got talent, and I made sure they could see it.
Yeah. Man. Just finally, like, reaches up, like, rubbing her hair, just kind of still a little dazed. Wow.
As long as I, you lean in very teasingly. As long as I get a bit of that green as well. It's incredibly teasing.
She just looks up at him like, oh, really?
Hey, I hope get it.
Oh my god, I could not possibly care less about worrying over what cut you're getting. Oh my god.
Playfully, like boops her on the nose. But seriously though, lean forward. We can make enough money, you get your recognition for your work. We can actually move in together.
I mean, I guess we could. I don't know. Like, with Dad barely around, I hadn't even really thought about it. And wow. Kind of finally like shoots a glance up at him. Like, it's probably one of the more like kind of open expression she's had. Like, she normally has a grasp on the situation well enough to kind of play smug or play whatever little angle she wants. But in this case, she's just like, holy shit, you want to move in together.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Holy shit.
We probably have to bring Heidi too.
Well, yeah. Can't just leave her wandering off on her own.
No, I mean, look, it'll be much easier because, we won't have your dad, and you can at least be there working on your photography, and I can pop in and out as I please.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
As much as I want to set up the little mansion place as our little getaway, actual apartment or like a house would be nice. Even if it's just rented.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Just wow. Yeah,
Well,
I
what?
need a website.
Let's work on the website first. We could, if you want, give your dad some space. We could all call over to Christine's and tell her we'll see what she says.
Yeah, go to your place.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that.
You happy?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have words for this kind of happy. I'm still trying to pinch myself. Don't pinch me. Points.
Like I said, I told you, I'll take care of you when you're with me.
Yeah, you seem to have been very earnest about that.
Oh, you didn't believe me?
Oh.
He says he's smirking.
Like I said, I just never thought anyone would go for it.
Yeah, but not everybody's me as he's walking towards the door, smirking over his shoulder.
She's finally kind of grinning and shaking her head. Some of that good old reliable sarcasm coming back. Okay, let me find my shoes.
He'll wait for Heidi to catch on that they're walking somewhere. Because that girl probably has the fucking sense. Just
Oh yeah. As Suzanne's going and getting her, grabbing her shoes, sitting on the stairs, putting them on, Heidi inevitably like pops up. Where are we going? And it's very much the where are you going?
to my house. You coming?
Yes.
You get to meet my sister.
Oh. That sounds nice.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a few things.
Okay. Can I play with the dog again?
Of course you can.
Big winning smile.
And yeah, he'll get out of the car waiting for his Susie.
Yes. And sure enough, in precious little time, both of the ladies will be, excuse me, headed out to your vehicular conveyance. Let me just do this shit again. Oop. Oop. Oh, thought I lost her for a second. There she is.
Drives down to his place because he knows probably Christine's probably home by now.
Yeah, she should be getting out of school. In fact, considering you stopped eating everything, yeah, she should absolutely be home. So
Well-
yes,
Walk in.
you do. Through the door and everything. Da-da-da. Da-na-na.
And waves hi to Mom with the ladies.
And your mom does poke her head out. Bubba comes running. Hilariously, Heidi, crouches a bit, but gestures and kind of messes with him a little, and sure enough, he doesn't jump at all. I mean, he lunges for the face because he is vicious. But no, he doesn't actually jump up on anyone, and he's almost immediately sidetracked. And your mom seems a little bemused because there was no warning, but not angry to see the girls. So she just kind of shrugs.
And
It's kind of that, like, y'all need anything? And when you explain, she'll just kind of nod and shrug and let y'all do your shit.
yeah, they'll jog up to Christine's room and knock on the door.
You jog up to Christine's room, and verily, you knock on the fucking door. And as I go searching dramatically for her frickin' picture, there we go. Sure enough, she will answer. And she, like, you hear her toomp, toomp, toomp over, and the door pops open. And there is the initial kind of, like, oh, hey, oh. Hi, everyone.
Hi, you've met Heidi, right?
I'm trying to remember if she did meet Heidi. I think
Nope.
she did. Did she
Nope.
not?
Nope.
No, nobody was home. No?
Heidi is a friend from work.
She's kind of shooting you this perplexed look, like, what are all these people doing here? But she turns a glance over and it's like, oh, well, hey, Heidi. And of course, Heidi is like, oh, hi. Just, so much sunshine and light. And your sister looks at her, and then she looks at you, like, after all we've been through.
We have a proposition for you.
There is a beautiful moment, a beautiful magical moment where she looks at you, and she glances to the two women on either side of you, and then she looks at you again, and the eyebrow slowly rouses. And she just kind of goes, only if I get to hold the camera.
No.
Grins.
Eyes narrow. Well, if you don't want to make money.
Well, okay. Money has entered the equation. Now I'm listening.
We put his arm around Susie. We managed to get a deal with Mr. Thompson for selling her photos.
Oh, shit.
We need someone to design a website.
I mean, kind of quirks about, it's not that, fuck it. Yeah, it's absolutely the hardest thing ever to do, and I will do it at a fair price.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you get a percentage.
So flicks a thumbs up. Did you have a plan since you're all already here?
Just kind of look over at Susie.
Susie's got that look of like, I don't know what life is right now. She just kind of looks a little lost for a second, like I don't know. I never.
I think Susie is just more kind of processing, and Heidi as well. Looks down to Heidi, who's probably gone back downstairs to play with Bubba.
She is sitting on the floor in the hall playing with Bubba, like right there, just chilling.
Honestly, I think that I wanted to make sure that you were in. And the other two are really just kind of trying to process everything.
Is she the one Mom keeps calling the dog whisperer?
Yeah.
I can kind of see why. Like, tilts her head a little bit to look past you, shrugs. But yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal, and there's cheap hosting, or I guess there's really expensive hosting if you want to go that way, but truth be told, it shouldn't be that hard.
Plus, you can spice it up a bit.
She shrugs. Like I
Why?
said, it shouldn't be hard.
I mean, you know all the cool things.
I do know all the cool things. I know all the hip things, but I imagine you're appealing to old people, and they're not into hip.
She'll lean over, and I'm going to make a manipulation expression roll, Katie.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get her fucking hype about this.
And I'm going to add my pure breed.
Oh, I fail.
Discord just doesn't love you.
Really
Just go
don't.
ahead and say the thing. You just don't get the extra oomph. You can still get the
Yeah.
natural whatever.
He'll just be like, look, hip, young, there's going to be a lot of artists that try to get this stuff. Susie appeals to a wide range of audiences, which means whoever designs the website also looks pretty good too.
She kind of pulls the hands up like, okay. Fair enough. I'll, kind of knits her brow for half a second. I'll go and bookmark some galleries and link you guys, and you can find the closest things to what you want, and I can try to kind of finagle. It shouldn't be hard, really. Just need to know what the hell you want.
Also, your friends are all into the kind of old-timey photos as well, right?
Oh, God. She kind of like lifts a hand, tips her hat. Yeah, she's wearing her hat inside. You can't stop her. She's a rebel without a cause. Yeah, the black and white stuff, they go fucking bonkers for, especially if it looks like... I mean, yeah, they should go for Susie's stuff.
You, Discord, I'm going to try it again. Ugh. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll lean forward and say, because think about it this way. If he's willing to pay $1,800, imagine what a bunch of rabid, old-timey hungry hipsters will pay. And imagine the level of percentage you're going to get. And recognition among your friends, which means, well, who the fuck are they all going to turn to? Which means you'll make even more money by getting them to design websites based off that too. I mean, I've just clinched you a niche.
You saying there's a commission-based pay bump as opposed to just a monthly webmaster fee?
It depends on the quality of what you're doing.
There's a grin.
But I'll consider it if you perform well.
Oh. If. As if you doubted me.
I won't know till I see, sis.
She does like the mock scoff, like, oh! Like...
So you win.
I mean, where's the harm? Besides, I could use the practice coding.
There you go then. And you get some cash.
And I do like cash money dollars. It's a thing that I'm a fan of.
Leans back and puts his arm back around Susie.
Susie seems to be entertained with this entire exchange. But isn't interrupting. She's letting them have their sibling size up and showdown.
Alright, cool.
Okay. Like I said, I'll kind of like rolls the eyes a little, like, I'll send you some links, okay?
Smirks. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah. She just she doesn't close the door. She just kind of like eases back into the room. Like I'm just gonna get.
Maybe you
Yeah.
could actually, Catherine, Christine, correct myself.
Yeah.
He'll look down. Heidi,
Heidi glances up.
Christine has the most amazing collection of birds in her room.
Christine looks so confused and then suspicious as
Yeah.
Heidi fucking barrels into her room.
Turns and looks at Christine with a wink. Will you keep an eye on me? Keep an eye on her for about an hour.
Kind of licks her teeth. It's like, I should start charging for this good sisterly behavior. But slowly starts closing the door because you know what? She knows what you're about to do. And she wants none of it.
Turn and look over at Susie Q.
Susie Q is fucking trying her damnedest not to straight collapse laughing at the expression on Christine's face as she just eases the door shut with the eye narrow.
So, Mom's downstairs and want to hang out in my room for a while?
It's just like, oh, me? Yeah, I'm game for that. I think. Just snacks your hand and goes to like lead you in herself. Like, it's this one, right? Pulls.
Yep. I think we know what's about to happen.
Yep. So I dare say we're safe to call it for now.
Yes.
Very well. Then until next time, as exciting battles take place between Anton and a bunch of Banes, and Anton and general business practice, and Anton and his kid sister.
That booty.
And don't forget that booty. We will see you next time